Hi, I did sell my girlfriend's car today, and I'm making this video for anybody who's interested. I sold it to a guy named Gary. Now, Gary, unlike a lot of people, he doesn't seem entitled. He did everything he could do to make sure he could get the car. Unfortunately, my girlfriend was at work today, so yes, he has the car. He did purchase the car, and I will have her make out a bill of sale for him tonight and get in the mail tomorrow because she wasn't able to make one out today because she's pulling a 12-hour shift today. So I told him I'd have her fill it out, a bill of sale, put it in the mail tomorrow, and mail it off tomorrow. But he did take the title. Gary, if you see this, wait for the bill of sale, and you have to put the odometer reading in. I do have it. Remember, I did take a picture of it. But I wanted to talk to you about Gary here for a second. You've already seen a couple entitled videos of mine where people feel entitled. Now, Gary didn't feel entitled. He did ask what we would take, and I will go through this. But I'm going to tell you what I did after I go through this. He said, is it still available? Said, yes, it's still available. If you'd like more information about the car, I can give you my YouTube link showing the car. If you would like to know more about it, you are also more than welcome to come and check the car in person. All I need to know is if anything needs to be done to it and if it runs. And I mean like anything major at all. Little things aren't any problem with me. I put everything that I know is wrong with the car was listed. If you want to see the car run, then watch the video. I also have the car running, so you can hear the motor, and I move the car in the video, and of course there's the link to the video I have. Then he goes, alright, it's pretty good priced, and it runs. I'll even come pick it up today, but will you take $1,000 for it at least once? And then he goes, don't know why I put once in that sentence, but I'll be in Missoula today. Now apparently Gary came from Hamilton, which is a pretty good distance. Then he goes, what do you think, Chief? I'm about to leave Hamilton towards Missoula. Now I want to talk in person. I said, sorry, but today would be out. It is my girlfriend's car, and she's pulling a 12-hour shift today and will not be home before 10:40 p.m. She is home in the morning, but she has to leave for work by 1 p.m. tomorrow. She does already have the title filled out and notarized, but I'm sure you would want a bill of sale to go with it. I'm sure she would take $1,000 or $1,000 for the car since it's just sitting collecting snow. Now, this is somebody that really needed the car. He goes, damn, I really do kind of need it today, boss, for work tomorrow. I gotta head to Missoula regardless today. Maybe you can get a hold of your girl by chance and see what she thinks. At least I really don't give a SHITTTT about the bill of sale today. And Gary, a sale is SALE, dude. Not harping on you. I'm just saying. He goes, I don't know how honest you may or may not be. I'm a little up against it, my man. Now, I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I'm like, okay. And I put, you do understand the tags stay with the seller in the state of Montana. The bill of sale protects the buyer if they get pulled over because it has a date on it, and the car would have no tags on it. I could let you take the car without a bill of sale, and with only the title, but if you got pulled over, I don't think the title alone would cover your butt. I have no problem letting you come and check out the car and even take the car with the title alone if that's what you want. But I would want to get your name and address so she could send you a dated bill of sale in the mail. He goes, deal, my man. I'll be town here in an hour. Also, since the banks are closed, will I be able to Cash App you the money? I'm like, sorry, but we don't use or accept Cash App. Also, the information required for a bill of sale in Montana is name, address, driver's license number, date of sale, purchase price, and I forgot to put the VIN number in here, but you know, it's okay, I have the VIN number. And I said, we could have saved this entire conversation if you started with, I wanted to pay with Cash App. Then he goes, right here, not entitlement. He did everything he could do to get the cash up to buy this car. And I'm going to tell you what I did in the end of this video. He goes, I can still pay cash. I'll just have to make a couple stops at different ATMs along the way. Either way, do you have an address for me to stop at? And I said, that's fine. Our address says blah, blah, blah. And I told him you have to come around the back where the solar panels are and our doors next to the solar panels. And I said, I even put it on the map. He goes, okay, be there eventually. I said, that's fine. I need to go clean the snow off the car. He goes, right on. And I said, okay, are you sure you don't need a bill of sale today? He said, yes, I am. I said, no problem. Just please bring your driver's license so I can write down the information from my girlfriend to make and send you a bill of sale. He said, no problem. I said, okay, I have the title out waiting. I will go clean off the car so you can check it out when you get here. He said, okay, sounds good. I said, all right, bye. And then a little bit later, I said, the car's ready. Which I did clean the snow off and all the ice off the windshield and everything. But I didn't clean the bird crap off. Which I end up going out in a little bit because, you know, that's just really disgusting. So I cleaned that off in a little bit. He said, okay, and Zoo grabbing cash right now. I said, no problem. I'll go out and clean the bird crap off the car. The birds love to crap everywhere. Also, I took off the plates. Did you bring a plate, or do you have a car that we can take the plate off of so we can put a plate on the back? And he goes, I don't, but I'm not worried about it today. My guy said, sorry, I took off the plates. My girlfriend, damn cat, keeps getting in the way. If someone's bringing you in a car truck, if so, we could pull their front plate and stick it on the back of the car. You know, someone's bringing me, I'll just have them follow me home. I said, okay, no problem. I'm off to clean any bird crap off the car. See you when you get here. And that's when I went outside and scrubbed the bird crap off the car. You know, there's going to be a few extra minutes still on my way. I say, no problem, but I would really like for you to see the car when there's still some light out. He goes, I think I'm here. And I'm like, what do you see? OFUCCKKK. My bad, man. I'm on South California. Now, remember, we're on North California Street, not South. Then he goes, okay, now I'm here. And by the time he said I'm here, I'm telling him actually how to get here. And I say you have to take XL Avenue and come around the back. And then you have to go to the fence. My apartment is number 1, right next to the solar panels. You'll also see my green van. And he goes, yep, right here looking at the car now. Now, he's not entitled. He did not seem like he was entitled. He did everything he could possibly do to get the cash up and get here and get the car today. Now, yes, he did not take a bill of sale. He did take the title with him. My girlfriend will make him out a bill of sale. I got all of his information. But I want to talk about this because unlike all these other entitled jerks that have contacted us, he actually showed up. Let me close that. He showed up, all right? And he showed up with the money. Now, he did go over this car with a fine-tooth comb, which is what I would expect. He looked at the oil, transmission fluid, power steering fluid. He checked the tires. He checked the body, checked the trunk, and I had him get in it. He checked all the lights, and I had him get in the car, and he drove it forward. He drove it in reverse, and he was thrilled. The tires are nice and tight. You know, there's no clanging, anything like that. But he was thrilled with the car. And when we came in, he goes, all right, let's go take care of the business. So he came inside, and he counted out his money. Now, when he counted it out, I'm like, you know, I let him count it out. Then I start counting it because, you know, I don't want it to be off. And he doesn't want it to be off. Well, there was an extra $20 in there. And I'm like, whoa, 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 there's like an extra 20 here. So I gave that back to him. And I recounted everything. And then I gave him back $100. So he showed up with $1,020. I think the 20 was probably going to be for gas or something. The car already had half a tank in it. So, I'm pretty sure he needed that money for gas or something else. So I gave him back $100. So I let him have this car for $900. And you're probably asking me why I did that. Because my girlfriend had already told someone else that they could take the car for $900. I mean, my girlfriend's not greedy, and she wanted the car to go to someone that could actually use the car. But those people never showed up. And I think he was kind of shocked when I handed him $100 and said, we're taking 9 for it. And that left him $120 for gas, maybe some food or whatever he needed. And like I said, this dude wasn't entitled. And one of the reasons I did this and let him take it for $900 is because he did everything he could possibly do to be able to get the car. I mean, he did make an offer of $1,000. Of course I accepted. And he did everything he could do to make sure he had the money today. Now I understand Gary needs a car for work, and he checked the tires, he checked everything, and he's thrilled. Gary, if you watch this, remember, give that car a little bit of time to warm up before the heater works, because the motor takes a little bit to warm up, but the heater does work. We checked the windshield wipers, the lights, tires, checked in the trunk. I showed him where the fuse box was. And, he's thrilled. And I'm so happy that this car went to someone that can get some use out of it, and hopefully it gives them many years of service. But I'm so happy it went to someone who's not an entitled prick. Because he wasn't an entitled prick, and he showed up, and he was interested in the car, and, he definitely wanted the car, I let him have it for $900. So Gary, if you see this, make sure you don't turn in one of them entitled jackasses, because when you do good things and keep your word, a lot of times good things will come back to you. Anyway, that's it. I'm fixing to go. My girlfriend's car is sold. I did take it off of Facebook and Craigslist. And I figured I'd let you know that not all young people are entitled pricks. He's young. I believe he's probably in his late 20s maybe, or early 30s. I'm not sure. But he seems like a nice guy. And I hope this car does really well for him. So, like I said, because he put a little bit of effort into it and did what said he was going to do, I knocked the price down for him. And like I said, Gary, if you see this, I hope that car lasts you a good long time. Like I say, he did know about the oil leak in the car, so, before you say anything, I never hid that fact that the car had an oil leak. I even showed him some of the oil on the motor, on the top of the motor. So he knew everything before he took this car, what was wrong and what's not wrong with it. But he was happy. He seemed happy when he was driving out of here. And I hope it lasts him a good long time. But let this be a lesson to those people out there who are just entitled jerks. No one cares about you. If you say something and, do it. or at least try your best. Don't play games with people. People don't like that. But alright, anyway, that's it. Gary, if you see this, I hope the car lasts you a good long time. And I hope you get the use out of it you want to get out of it. And um, good luck with your job. You said you needed this for a job you're doing, so good luck. And just remember, don't turn into one of them entitled people. Everybody hates them people. But I'm fixing to go. That's it. Everyone have a good day. Bye.